welcome back to another video, the T on NPD and relationships. So, of course, before we get started, I want to invite you to hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, and come follow me as we discover our destinies. To my new subscribers and new followers, welcome. To my tribe and family at large, welcome back. Thank you for visiting my media resource and finding value in something that I have to say. I appreciate your time. And if you like the content that I am bringing to you, why don't we let the YouTube community know? By simply hitting that like button, it gives our tribe and our family right here the greatest opportunity to grow. So in this video, we are going to be discussing why the narcissist blames you for everything. And really quick, before we get started, I want to draw your attention, of course, to the community tab. Y'all know we got our t-shirts in there. I said it and I mean it. Okay, those are in the community tab. Also, we have the cruise information for August 2021, y'all. Yes! That information is also in the community tab. And if you are desiring life coaching services, my fee schedule for life coaching services is also in the community tab. All right, y'all. So let's hop to it. Let's talk about it. Yeah, so you found out, of course, if you're watching this video, you probably found out that you were involved with a deranged individual, namely a narcissist, okay? And you're trying to wrap your head around, or you might think that you are possibly in a relationship with one. Trying to wrap your head around the arguments and all of the different things that happen in the relationship. But the one thing that we always seem to, or that I hear a lot of, and what seems to stick out in a lot of our minds after the whole situation okay, because I don't call it a relationship, I call it actually an addiction ship. Okay, that's what I call it. Anyway, but the one thing that always seems to stick out in your mind is the fact that you got blamed for everything. I'm talking about from A to Z. If the sky was blue, you was blamed for that. If it was if it turned green in the middle of the blue, you were blamed for that. I mean, it does not matter. And you could have done everything right, checked everything across the board. Hello, somebody. I said it, and I'm birds. They are always going to blame you for everything. Now, the reason that the narcissist blames you for everything, I want you to hear me and hear me well, because see, when you get it, and I try to tell you these things so you can be cognizant of what to look for whenever you get back out there into the dating scene. But the narcissist does not take accountability and will not take accountability for anything, baby. I don't care what it is. That narcissist is not going to take accountability for anything. So if you will not take accountability for anything, then what are you going to do when everything, when I tell you everything is breaking loose around the camp and you got a person that refuses to take accountability? What is going to happen? The only thing that can happen, they are going to blame you for every stinking thing. And I don't care what you, birds, okay? I don't care what you do. They're going to blame you because the narcissist, see, what you have to understand, the narcissist at the time that they adapted that false self, okay? I want you to hear me and hear me well. When they adapted that false self, they got rid of the true self because they felt like the true self was unaccepted, okay? No one wanted to hear what the true self had to say. The parents or whoever the caretaker was, the narcissist felt like the true self was rejected, okay? Now, the true self is the one that had all the flaws, the one that had everything wrong with it, the one that they wanted to bury and just annihilate. That's why they took on the persona of the false self, which is AKA the mask that they wear. Okay, that's the mask. So now when they adapted the principle of having this false self, or that mask that they wear, that they try to keep fixed into place with every type of gaslighting and every type of abuse tactic that them things, them birds skunk, okay? They are all abusive in every single one of their tactics. But that false self that they adapted at that time, the false self is perfect, okay? In the narcissist's eyes, the false self is perfect. Now, you can have a situation with the narcissist. You can tell them, listen, this and that has happened. I need you to understand that I need to talk about whatever. It does not matter. They can tell, and the crazy part about it is they can come and apologize to you. But have you ever noticed when you talk, when a narcissist apologizes to you, did you ever notice that they never really said what they were apologizing for? Bird. They never will tell you. Everyone that I have ever spoken to, at least to my knowledge, when they got an apology from the narcissist, the narcissist never ever owned up to what they did. They just came and apologized like a generic apology. That is with reason. The reason that they never told you what they were apologizing for, and when I say, because see, for you to get an authentic apology, a person is going to state what they did wrong. They are going to state, they're going to state why they are apologizing, and they're going to tell you what they are apologizing for. Okay? A narcissist is never going to really tell you what they are apologizing for, because that's an admission of a flaw. It's an admission that something is wrong with that perfect false self that they have created. Okay? I'm talking about, listen, you could have caught them in the middle of whatever it was that was going on, and you are going to definitely be the blame for whatever it was that happened, whatever went on. They do not have the ability to take accountability for anything. I don't care what it is. Ooh, when I'm bird, skunk, I'm just, ooh, these birds, they get on my nerves. I just need you to know that if you ever think that the narcissist is going to come and take the blame for something, and that you going around and around on this merry-go-round with them, and eventually they are going to come to their senses and tell you the absolute truth and come to you with an authentic apology, baby, you better think again, honey, because that is not happening. I don't care, honey, listen, I don't care if you took a cement block and dropped it on top of there. Listen, I'm telling you, this right here, listen, a narcissist is not going to take that false self and destroy that false self with any type of taking accountability for anything that they've done, or taking the blame for anything that they may have done, or anything that you telling them that they're doing. They are not going to do it. That false self is put in place. That mask is put in place because they need to always feel like they are perfect. Now, you done had, when I tell you, you have questioned the narcissist, you have gone over and over, and you can go through the whole situation. Play it out step by step, baby. I don't care what it is. He could have been over there talking to Charlotte's Web. He could have been over there hollering at Kermit the Frog that looked like a duck and a pig. Okay? He is not going to take blame for that. He is going to tell you that it was some kind of way, it was your fault that happened, and this is what the false self is designed to do. Now, the crazy part about it is they won't take the blame for anything, but then they'll turn around and give you a half-hearted apology, and they'll tell you that they're not perfect, but try to make them take accountability for something. Try to make them take accountability for something. This is by design. The pathology of the disorder that these birds, okay, what they have is they have a false self in place, which is listen, they are delusional. And this false self is a part of that delusion that they have going on. So they are never going to blame themselves for anything. You're going to always be to blame. I don't care what's going on. You are always going to have to take the blame, and you're going to have to take accountability for everything that is going on that may put the narcissist in a position of whether of them looking bad or some type of bad light. You are going to definitely take the blame for that. Now, the thing that they will do, this is what they will do, is they will come around now when you've had that situation happen with them and you're trying to tell them, listen, I need to talk to you. We need to have a conversation. But honey, let me tell you something. They will have your head spinning round clockwise and counterclockwise, trying to, with that word salad, baby, trying to let you know that this didn't happen and that didn't happen, and they gaslighting you, projecting onto you, blame shifting, and the whole nine right there in the middle of that conversation when you are trying to just have a sensible conversation with this bird about what they've done. Because at that point, you're probably not realizing that you are actually dealing with someone that has a mental illness. I'm telling you, that is straight up 15, 20 different types of crazy, baby, and all types of insanity thrown in the mix. I'm talking about straight cray. It's what you dealing with. Anytime you gonna go over there and deal with somebody and they tipping around behind your back and they dealing with a hound dog that looking like got a hound dog with long legs over there, looking like just crazy. I'm talking about dealing with women and I'm talking about these are people that know about you. And they going around behind your back and dealing with women that don't even have I'm talking about looking at them and they looking just straight crazy underneath all of them different types of hair they got going on, nails hanging all over their hands and everything. I'm talking about taking off everything, eyebrows, eyelashes, everything. Anytime you dealing with a person that's gonna go behind your back with your all together self, okay, with your good smelling self, you the bomb.com, you got all of your stuff together, and they going around behind your back. Anytime you got to look at the fruit that they are producing. Come on here, somebody. You got to look at the fruit that they're producing and look at the fruit that they are picking, and they picking low hanging, because when they can't get with you, you took too much work. So, of course, they're going to blame you for everything because they need to take your self-esteem down in the gutter so they can possibly keep you around because they already know that they don't deserve you. They already know that they don't possess the mental nor the emotional agility to hang with you on any type of level. Okay? Let's just go ahead and be clear. So the blame game is going to have to be in place. It is a staple that they keep in place because they know that this is part of the thing that is going to keep you explaining yourself to them. And it's going to keep you on the defense and keep you trying to prove yourself to that bird, skunk, clown. I can't stand them. And this is the type of thing that they get you wrapped up and tied up into, just simply because they refuse to take accountability. And as long as they can blame you for everything and you don't know what's going on, you will spend a lot of your days and nights trying to figure out what is going on in that master web of deception that is designed to drive you absolutely crazy. But it's by design. Because that's what, and I'm telling you, there is no one that can do this type of thing in their right mind. I'm telling you, these people deal with an entity that is dark. It's a demonic force, and I don't care what anyone says. No one in their right mind would treat another human being that way. No one. So if you were wondering, if that person, if they were just really sitting there doing that, or did they really know what they were doing? Yeah, of course they knew what they were doing. Absolutely. This is what they do. It's part of the game. It's part of the plan for them to make sure that they have you held and bound with the fact that you are the one that's to blame for everything. As long as they can keep you thinking that you are the blame for everything, as long as they can keep running that word salad game on you, and through all of that, you are still enduring the gaslighting. Okay? You're going through the projection. You're going through the triangulation. Every type of abuse, they are unleashing it on you, and even with the blame shifting and everything. This is why they blame you for everything. Zero accountability. And the fact that they want to destroy you at your core. And they want to keep you begging for their forgiveness when you haven't even done anything. These birds are evil, y'all. Evil. So when you find somebody that will not take accountability for what they've done, and they refuse to acknowledge that they had any part in anything, how can one person mess up an entire relationship? It takes two to tango. Two to tango. Own your portion of it. Own what you have done. A narcissist will never do that. And if they are doing somewhat close to that, it's some type of manipulation tactic in it, because it's going to, in their mind, it's going to swing full circle right back to them. Yeah, this is what they do. So I wanted to address that question. I wanted to answer that question. If you haven't hit that like button, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But I wanted to get with you all, let you know this is something that they do. This is something that they always want to do. This is to further put you in that hole and to further destroy you at your core. This is the way that they pick away at your self-esteem and pick away at the essence of who you are. Y'all keep your eyes open. Y'all watch and listen. I tell you, watch and pray. Okay? And so until the next video, you all be blessed and I highly favored. And I will see you all on the next video. Ciao, you all.